Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes, left side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Motion man is Schwartz. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey! You waiting? Hey, you motion. Zero! Check. Hey, 22! Easy alert! Tonight!
Here's Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Purdy looking to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Back to throw, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Niner defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Looking left side of his got him in. That's Perry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively, you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to it quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Purdy now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Get set, get set. Yellow. Watch out.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 39-yard line.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yellow.
Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
2nd and a yard.
Yellow. 21. Get set. Yellow.
Now Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say He's just short. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will get out of bounds. So fortunately, very fortunately, in fact, they'll keep possession at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Purdy from his own end zone. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch out!
Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Yellow. Get set. Yellow.
Shotgun now with Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Rams' 35-yard line.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Up.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19.
17 yards. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. That's complete. Right around the 8. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. Hang around, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That'll be caught by Ryder. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now it's Stanford. Screenplay set up for Williams. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, and he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stanford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now to be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be 49er football. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Yellow. Outside.
Purdy looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Get set. Yellow.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Get set. Right around top. Yellow.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Niners had 6 to their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fights through it. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
22.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10.
White. 59.
Now Stafford. That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
32.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now Stafford's going to move him around. They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamondre Lenore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Purdy. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 18-yard line.
Get set. Yellow. Yellow. Up.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Throw caught by Flowers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Purdy will look to throw again here. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Niners take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set. Rerun.
Stafford looks to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's complete to Pearson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Purdy. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Zay Flowers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the fourth as time has run out on quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Set. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Moving hot.
Stafford. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Purdy from the gun on third down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Zay Flowers with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
51. Rams 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Back to throw. Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Motion man is Schwartz. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. And Stafford going to change it up here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Stiff-armed him. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
11.
Throwing is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by McCool. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Michael Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And he is caught.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one to watch and remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Get set. Get set. Hang around. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy looking to throw.
This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against, too.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Yellow lady!
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
A gain of 26 yards.
To throw is Stafford. Pass complete there in Nakua. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
The Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two.
Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
Like 7. Libra.
up to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Purdy.
And incomplete on a deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Outside. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Yellow.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Blue 60. White.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for San Francisco, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.